Alright, so we're going to be attempting to open up this HP All-in-One. Let me see, is there a model number here? HP All-in-One PC, model 27-A127C. Alright, so there we go. That's the model. Alright, so I'm assuming we're going to have to take this bottom, the stand off. Okay, so, oh, give me a second. I have a customer contacting me. So let me deal with that and I'll be back. Alright, so the tripod doesn't go low enough, so I'm holding the phone here. As you can see, we have these screws. And to take that out, we're using a hex 2.5. So it looks like this. Let me see if I can get a... Come on, focus. There you go. Kind of. Not really. So it's a hex, okay? Looks like that. You could possibly get away with using a Torx, I think like a size 10 or 11 or something. But again, I wouldn't do that because you might end up just stripping the screws. So let's go ahead and see about getting these out. Can I do it while holding the camera here? Okay, it looks like I can. So there's 4 screws. Okay, we're going to remove all 4. Keep them in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. All right, that's one thing that I always try and do is keep all the screws in order. Okay, this is kind of awkward holding the screwdriver and holding the phone, so I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna just twist these like that. Okay, and then let's get all these screws out. Okay, I don't know if we have to remove this, so if you want, you can kind of watch until I kind of get the cover off so you can see if it's actually necessary or not. I'm assuming it is because the stand seems to be in the way. So let's get all of those out and let's see if we can pop the stand out now. So we got all those screws. Can we? Oh yes, it comes off easily. So you just kind of lift it out and there we go. Okay. Sounds looks good. All right, so give me a second. My customer's messaging again, and I'll be back. All right, so let's see how we're gonna do this because this is very large and kind of awkward to work on. We're gonna lift this up. Okay, as you can see, there's a little rubber foot here or cover, and another one here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get like a small flathead screwdriver. Okay, and we're gonna try and pop that out. Okay, so just get in that. There's a little gap there for you. And you can kind of get in and you can pop that up. And there we go. We're going to do the same thing with the other side. I'm surprised there's only 2 screws here. Hopefully it will be easy to get to. But there we go. Second one. We're going to switch on over to a PH2 or JS2 screwdriver. Okay, so that we can get these bottom screws out. And we'll see how that goes. Alright, so we'll undo this. I don't know. Oh, okay, this is the kind where it just pops open when you twist this, as you can see. Okay, so when we twist this, it just pops the bottom cover open for you. So it's not actually a screw. It's more a, what do you call? Kind of little thing that it just pushes outwards. I don't know if there's a correct term for that. But as you can see, as I twist it, it pops, and then you can see it pushes this out. And that's a little scary because this glass is also kind of popping out. But now I can kind of get my hand in here, and there you can see I can kind of slide my fingernail in there. You can use plastic pry tools to do this, of course, but what I do is I kind of slide it and pry it up this way. Okay, there you go, and you can see it's kind of popping up. Again, you can use plastic pry tools. If you have a good metal tool, you can probably use that as well. I'm probably going to end up using a metal tool as well. But let's see. Okay, so we're getting this, and you can see it's all popping up. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to do the sides because, well, we'll see. But, okay, what's all that clickety-clackety stuff? All right, so yeah, it's getting tough to kind of pop these out. Let's see if I can use this. Whoa, there's so many hairs on the carpet here. Okay, so I'm going to use this tool and see if we can pop it. Okay, you can see it's very difficult to pop this out. So I don't know how we're going to get the rest of it up. Let me see here. It might help to have to be careful with the screwdrivers and stuff, or the screws on the floor. But let's see, can we pull this somehow? And maybe while we're pulling this, we can push through here. Okay. Kind of, not really. The other thing I'm kind of concerned is this piece appears to be inside a little slot here. So if I just yank on it, it's gonna pull this CD drive up as well. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. Can I pop the side edge out here somehow? I don't know. And I'm scared because the glass is there. So this is kind of, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with this. It's kind of scary. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look online to see for some parts, and usually that will give me hints on how to take this apart. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back. Alright, so it looks like it might be like a model, like a thicker model that I've worked on before. So we basically do have to just really try and pop it out. But yeah, it's probably going to be really tough to do so. Let's see if I can... How am I going to show this or do this? I don't know. Alright. Let's see, I'm going to try and pull up on here now that we got this all popped up. Let me push this in. There we go. That's kind of working. So I'm getting underneath, holding closer to where it's not popped yet, and pushing on this, and that's working. Okay, so pushing on that stand area. Okay, let's go ahead and go over here. And the CD drive, if I'm not mistaken, is on like a cable. Okay. Oh, is there like glue or something here? I heard it like popping or peeling. Okay, so there you go. It looks like it's popping up. Kind of got to wiggle it a little bit. There we go. And there we go. We got this thing open. So here you can see now that it's open. I do need to clean this. It's very dusty. Okay. Let's see. Looks like this. All right. And yeah, I'm gonna dust this thing out. Here you can see the a 3.5 inch SATA hard drive. And then you got the small motherboard here, fan here. I guess let me do a close-up of what you see. Okay. And then I need to clean this out and do the Windows install. But you have the hard drive, okay, the fan here. This is more going to be a quick look inside. It looks like to take the RAM, I'd have to pop this whole thing out. And the customer just wants me to replace their hard drive and reinstall Windows. So I don't want to risk taking out a bunch of stuff I don't need to. But it looks like there's one screw here. I don't see any other hidden screws, so you probably have to take this whole bracket out and then you can lift this up. But yeah, see, I don't want to mess with all that other stuff. It looks like there's some screws holding this metal thing down as well. And then another one here. And there's another one up there. So there's actually quite a few screws holding this thing down. It looks like you might have to remove that as well, and this as well. Yeah, I don't know. This whole piece, this and this might all come up as one piece. You might not have to take these black screws out. I think you might have to just take these silver ones off. I can actually, let me see. I'll somewhat attempt that. Let's go ahead and do it. I know, not good viewing angles, but you get what you get. I don't think anyone else put a video of this on, and yeah, I don't want to make this way harder. Okay, I don't think I need to take that one out. We're gonna go to this one because it doesn't look like it's attached to the metal box, but I could be wrong. Okay, I have to be careful here. I think the customer just asked me if it's ready yet, and it's not ready yet. It's still actually even transferring data. Okay, then we got this one up here. I'm just gonna try pulling on this because if it doesn't work, I don't know if I want to go through the process of taking all of that out. Okay, so it looks like you can see. All right, I'm just grabbing this and wiggling, and it looks like it's lifting. All right, and there we go. It looks like it actually also slides in a little. Oh yeah, you can see those two little feet there at the edge of the box, so it slides in. And there we go. So we got this out. I guess now that I got this out, I can dust under there, dust over here. You can see the CMOS BIOS. Let me turn on the flash here. CMOS BIOS RTC real-time clock battery. To remove this, you pull this clip backwards and the thing will pop out. You want to be careful that this doesn't fly out and land all on the board and short something out. Okay, you can see all the ports are part of the motherboard, which I kind of don't like that design, because if you break that, then yeah, it's really, you can't really replace that, or it's going to be, you have to have someone that can solder new ones on, and these might be specially designed for this motherboard. Okay, you got the SATA connectors here, this one for the CD DVD drive, you got this one for the hard drive, power connection for the yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the power connection, and then you got the power connection for the CD drive. You got this cable going over here for the power button. Okay, speaker here, it's held in with these screws, plugs in right there, and the wire for the second speaker connects to that speaker with that right there. Okay, you can see there's dust stuck there. I don't know what these jumpers are for. These might be like BIOS reset and things like that. Oh, actually, underneath here they have the instructions. So 1 and 2, I don't know what that is. Clear CMOS 3 and 4. Clear password 5 and 6. 7, 8. Boot. What is that? Boot. Oh, boot block recovery. And then 9 to 10 is, I can't read that from here. What? Pull black enable something. Pull. Boot block enable. Sorry, why am I thinking random stuff that has nothing to do with computers? Okay, so we got that out. You can see the wireless card here is removable. I don't know if anyone will need the model stuff there, but there you go. I'll go close enough so you can read that. The RAM is here. All right, 8 gig PC4 2400T. You can use any PC4 2400T to remove this. You pop these tabs to the side, it pops up. If you're going to remove this, make sure that you get it back in right, because if you put the computer back together and you didn't put that back in right, or the connection's dirty, then you're going to have to take it all apart again to get the RAM seated right, or it's not going to boot. Alright, you got this connector here, and is that LCD LVDS? Yep, LVDS connector. Alright, and you got all these other tiny connectors, which I don't know what are for, maybe touchscreen and stuff. You can see there's something here that says touch mic. Converter. What's that? 3D comm. What is this? Webcam. Okay, so this is probably the camera. I don't know what converter is, and then there's touch. So maybe this is a microphone, and this might be the converter. Either way, you need them all plugged in for those things to work. Okay, so we're gonna now disconnect the hard drive. It looks like the cable's not attached to anything, so I'm gonna grab this and wiggle this to pull it out. There we go. Comes out very easily. That's nice. Alright, and how is this held? Okay, it looks like just one screw back here. Nice. Okay, not bad. So we take this one screw out. Now that we got that screw out, I think we can lift this, right? Or does it slide? It slides, so we slide it this way, just like that, and then we can pull that out. And there we go. 4 screws holding this place. We are putting a 2.5-inch SATA SSD in its place. So depending on how you want to do this, you can tape the SSD into the bracket up here, or use some screws to kind of hold it if you can find a alignment for that. Maybe I'll see if I can do that. Yeah, and then the other option is you can buy a 2.5-inch to 3.5-inch adapter to make it like that size. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to take this out, clean it up, put it back together, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so I'll see you guys when I get back after cleaning it, and we'll install the SSD and everything like that. Alright, bye. Alright, I got multiple repairs going at once right now, so I'm going to have to do this quick. Let's go ahead and swap the hard drive out. So we're going to take the hard drive out of here, okay? Again, there's just 4 screws holding this in place. I'm probably going to tape these screws inside somewhere, so that way if they ever want to use it again, then they can, but most likely nobody's going to want to switch back to a 3.5-inch spinning drive after going to an SSD, so the screws will probably never be used, but I like to keep them there anyways, just to be safe. Okay, again, we're going to take all 4 screws out. I don't know how I'm going to mount the SSD in here, but we'll see. I might have to tape it in place as well. Alright, so we got the 4 screws. Now we can lift this out. Okay, so we got the SSD here. Looks like this. It looks like, actually, wait, oh, actually they designed this specifically to fit this. The only thing is they don't give you the screws. So luckily I have a box of a bunch of those kinds of screws. So let me get some and we'll put them out. All right, let me get 4 screws and I'll be back. All right, so I got 4 screws. Let's go ahead and put those in. They're probably not all the same length or whatever, but they will do the job. Hopefully, oh, okay, this one is not gonna be good because it uses the wrong screw or screwdriver. So I'm gonna try and use 4 that use that let me use a PH1 or JS1 screwdriver. Okay, there we go. Tighten those in. It's nice that they designed this bracket to be used for both SSDs and that. I guess technically if they don't, you could always just drill holes in it too and then do that, but usually I don't like making permanent modifications like that to this kind of things. I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird rule I have that I follow. Okay, we need 1 more screw. Come on. Okay, there we go. I think this one will work. All right. Get that screw in. Perfect. Okay, and let's go ahead now and put this thing back into place. Again, or I guess I can put the screws into the hard drive and then they can decide what they want to do with it. So, all right, so I'm going to move this here so I can get a better angle, I guess. It's not perfect, but there we go. Let's zoom in a bit for you guys. All right, so again, this thing slides in. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just get it into the place. Okay, make sure it goes in there, and then we're gonna slide it down. Okay, since it doesn't have the hard drive in it, it's a little bit less rigid, so make sure you get it in place. Make sure the screw lines up over there, okay, or the screw hole. All right, and then we'll just get that screw in. Make sure to switch back to the right screwdriver, PH2 or JS2, and we'll get this screw back in, just like that. Okay, there we go. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna reconnect the SATA cable. Okay, very straightforward, just line it up and push straight into place. There we go, perfect. And let's go ahead now and get this metal cover back on here. Okay, so this one, again, we do have to slide it because of these little metal feet here. So put it up at an angle, okay? And it does have to pass these raised bumps, I believe, pretty sure. Okay, so go at an angle like this. I guess we could lift it completely up like this. Right, will that work? Is this even lined up properly? Is that where it's supposed to go? I don't know. Uh-oh. Come on, go in there. Pretty sure that's where it goes. Let me see. So if I put this, I'm gonna check by just drop fitting it first. And yeah, it goes there. Wait. Are those actually... Oh, okay, there's slots in those raised things. Okay, so let me see if I can zoom in and show you this. The lighting is bad in here, but these raised pieces have slots in it, so basically you line it up and you slide it into there. Okay, perfect. And then we just gotta drop it into place. So we got that. Then just lower it, drop it, make sure all of these things are lined up and not getting smashed by the metal cover, because if you smash that, then yeah, good luck. All right, what else do we got? So we got all the screws we're gonna have to put back. Right, we got this one here. All right, one, second one, 2, all right. Wait, I'm not mixing up stuff, am I? Okay, 3. Oh yeah, I think I got it. 3. All right, 4. All right, this isn't too bad to work on, actually. Sorry if I didn't show anything inside that you guys needed to see, but it is what it is. right? Okay, again, I'm just gonna put these 4 screws into the side of the hard drive because, yeah, why not? That makes it easier. Okay, I don't have to worry about it later, and I can give it back to the customer and they can decide what they want to do with it. Okay, just like this. If you do this, make sure you don't drop the hard drive, because this hard drive actually is bad, but it was readable to the point where I could get his data off. So, yeah. All right. Okay, last one. All right, there we go. So we got that. We'll set that aside. What do we got left? I think we just snap it back together and put the little stand back on. So not too bad. Not too bad of a design. Okay, we're going to zoom back out here. All right, and we're going to hold this back here. Now I'm probably going to end up being in the way. All right, so hard drive's in. We are going to have to install Windows. The way you install Windows is you get a bootable USB drive, and then when you start up the computer, you want to press F9 to select the new boot device, temporary boot device. All right. If it doesn't let you do F9 right away, you can press Escape while it's booting up, and then it will give you the options, and then you press F9. Okay, anyways, we're going to flip this back down. Okay, tricky part is we got to line up the top first and snap that in. So let's go up here, okay, get that lined up, and then just push it together. Oh, actually, it's not tricky at all. Okay, snap that in, lay it back down. I don't know what I'm recording. Ugh. And then just push all that stuff back into place, okay? I guess whatever works for you, just push it all in. Okay, uh-oh. These don't seem to want to line up right. Do I have to like tilt this whole thing over? Did I do this wrong? Am I gonna have to take it all back out? Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to take this back out because that didn't work right. So let's pull this back up, push that, okay. So after we lift this, we have to actually get this in first, I think. There we go. Okay. Now we got that in. So you have to make sure this clears here first, okay? Then you can go up here and start pinching everything back together. Okay, straightforward, just pinch everything back together or squeeze. Okay? You don't have to undo or twist those screws anymore. The screws basically just pry this out, so you don't actually have to tighten the screws or anything. They're not screws that can be loosened and tightened. Alright, so there we go. We snapped everything in. Now we just got to put the stand back on. Okay. Let me see. How can I think that I have to hold by hand again. Anyways, so the stand goes back on like this. Slots back in. Let me see. I'm gonna have to hold this for you guys, right? Okay, so it slots back in like this. You see the thing here? So you want to line those screw holes. Sorry, it's hard to see what I'm doing while I'm lining it up. And there we go. All right, then we just got to get those 4 screws back in. Switching back to the hex, whatever it is, 2.5. Okay. You just want to find what fits the best, okay? So don't just go based off the size I say. If you find one that fits better without wobbling around, use that, okay? Alright, there we go. And we're just going to tighten all these screws in. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So I don't think I can use the tripod to do this, right? Can I? Let me try, because it's going to be instead of a tripod, I'm going to try with the pod. Okay, I guess that's a good angle, somewhat. Yeah. Alright, good angle, and I don't have to hold it anymore. Perfect. So now we can, oh, I guess my hand's gonna be in the way. I can't do it from underneath. There we go. And usually what I like to do is I like to get all 4 screws in first before I completely tighten it in. I already did actually tighten that one in, but usually you want to kind of loosen it, leave it loose a little bit. Okay, undo it a little, so that way you can make sure everything is lined up. And yeah, All right. Good. And last one. And then, yeah, we just got to install Windows on it, transfer any data over that we want, and we're good to go. Okay, so I'm gonna tighten this up. Tighten that up. Tighten this up. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. If it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe let me... Oh, I probably should have done a thumbnail, but I guess this can be a thumbnail? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye. Let's drop this. Well, I can't drop this, but... Yeah, because I know somebody's probably going to say, hey, you forgot to put those rubber things in. I'll do it on camera. So we'll pick this thing back up. Back over here, okay? Then we'll take the rubber thing. Alright, hopefully I'm not putting this upside down. So they actually have a little notch inside here, and that's where this little notch lines up with. And then they have this that goes into a little hole in there, so that's how you line it up. Get that in there and push that into place, okay? Oops, I think we trapped a hair in there. There we go. All right, same thing with the other side. Get this lined up, get the notch. All right, just like that. There we go, and we're good to go. Thanks for watching. Bye.